Mid on the left flank of the pitch. High intensity football from Salaam. Wow, the pressing. Salaam, here comes a header. Goes out wide. A goal kick to Salampur. Who is that? Salampur missing the services of two key players. The captain Daniel Gaibol, and of course the top scorer of the tournament. I'm talking about Mabiu Herjok, both to suspension. But of course it is an opportunity to have revelations as they have new faces in the names of Aguet, aka Rudy, replacing Mabur, the goal machine. Meanwhile, they welcome Daniel Guy back from suspension after picking up a red card. Again is Salaam in the previous game, trying to make amends today. Of course, it's going to be a free kick for Salaam. Things look pretty much the same right now. Nothing to separate both sides. Well, here comes Salampur. That's going to be a handball, and that means it's a free kick to Salampur around the center half of the pitch. Of course, in the commentary box, I'm joined by one Brown Emalex. Goalless it is, and of course, so far 10 minutes played in this game. Here comes the delivery. Not a very threatening one, but of course goes all the way through. Referee says no. That right there is an handball. A bit of massage on the ball and gives it away to Salaam. Wow. Of course, Robert Joseph will have to do the delivery right there. One thing for sure is this tournament is proudly sponsored by Zain South Sudan.
Alright, it's a very good afternoon and it's a very chill one. You look into the game itself, the disco outings are going on with this team Salaam FC missing up their key striker Mabiora, who is not in the picture for the team Salaam FC of Abor. It's really kind of things that I still feel like it's going to be a major blow for them in the team. Even you look at their captain missing up in the game, it's really not going to be an easy one for them. Perhaps you might see it from the look of things. You'll really feel like maybe Team Salaam FC might have advantage in this game today, but we never know what is going to happen because football is football. You look at their ball display and you really see that Salaam FC of Abor still have the momentum and confidence of winning at this game because they are still too confident, though they are missing some two key players, but they are very confident.
Well, of course, in case you're watching both sides for the very first time, dressed in all green is Salaam Wow. And of course, looking at the starting 11s right here, they have their one and only, that is Robert Joseph. He's been the starter, a regular for this team. And of course, he is taking his spots in between the sticks. Of course, Solwa goes down. Referee says no, play on. This is not some sort of netball. And finally, here comes the free kick for Salaam ball. Players on the technical bench for Salaam were not quite happy. They think that was a soft one. But of course, you can't get away with it twice. That's what the referee thinks. Looking at Salaam, they have Mutwakil Kamis during shot number 13. Joe Deng, after serving his red card, he's finally back in action for the Peacemakers. Walid Dehia, one of the best players according to me so far from this side from Wow. Mabok Manyang, he's always been introduced as a game changer, but today he starts. Oliver Paul, Osman Abdallah, Al-Haji Abdallah, Edward Jovan, Al-Arajabu, Dahia, and Oliver Benadato. Those are the starting players for Salaam Wow. Here comes an opportunity for Salaam Portu, a free kick. Here comes a delivery. He went for a near post, but of course went out wide. Goal kick to Salaam Wow. Let's look at Salaam Ball starting 11. Cole Michael starting in his 6th consecutive game. That is in the National League. In defense, they have familiar faces. Majura Dim to the right. To the left is Majur Majoku. Today is putting on the armband. He is the captain of the side. Of course, Ball is suspended after accumulating 2 yellow cards. In the center half, they have Daniel Guy after serving his red card. Yes, he comes back into the side, and of course, they do have Bierman as well in that defense. In the midfield, they will be depending on the services of Mading Maker, very good player with set pieces. They have Michael Agok, one contesting for player of the tournament. You would think he has been one of the key playmakers. He leads. That is this side with 4 assists to his name. And one ironic thing is that all the 4 assists were given to one player. That is Mabur Herjok, who is currently the top scorer with 9 goals in this very particular competition. They do have Choriak, very versatile and very pacey. Here comes an opportunity. Shoots a very soft one. And of course, a very close offside on him right there. DR Tombok as well is in the side. Of course, Kwan Manyuon and Agwet Akech Rooney, the man brought in to replace Mabur Herjok. Emalex, with the kind of pressure, do you think Agwet will be able to stand in for MB?
Yeah, definitely. Look at Agüero with how he's moving the ball, even the body movement itself. You might think that he's someone who can deliver something for that is Salaam FC, or for that is Bor. But when into the looks of things, he needs someone who will be much supported to him. So it is really something that we are looking forward that maybe he delivers something. You look at the position that where he was quoted as an offside. It was really a ball that he would have delivered to someone who was behind him, and the person tipped the ball into the back of the net. But now it's really unfortunately that things did not went on like the way that everyone expected from them.
Salaam Wow had a glorious chance to break the deadlock, but of course put too much energy on it. Here comes Choriak trying to beat his man, but of course he is being held tight, and finally he wins a free kick for the board champions. It's a contest for the peacemakers. But you think the last time both peacemakers faced each other, there was a card, a red one for that matter. This time around, we're hoping for a true peacemakers game. Here comes Michael Agok for Salaam Bor, comes with the delivery. It's a very long one, going looking for Majur Adim. He hits the ball and goes all the way straight to Robert Joseph. Starts it very simple. Sends it to Alajabu. Alajabu sends a long one forward, looking for Oliver Paul rather. But of course, Guy sends it away. Beautifully done. But of course, still a contest. Oliver dispossessed. Here comes Salaam Bor now with possession. A long one forward. Sent back immediately. A brush forward. Beautifully done. Can he keep it to himself? He is dispossessed. And Salaam Bor have ball right now on the right flank. It's Bertongbok looking for Agüet. Agüet! Yes! Something very unusual. An offside call on him. But of course you think he procrastinated quite too long. Should have reacted fast enough. But of course it is what it is. Still a barren draw to play for right here at Bullock Technical Center. But of course you think that offense was quite threatening. Should Salaam do that one more time, you could think Salaam Wow would be in a problem.
It did. You look at the kind of a chance that Aguero get, but it wasn't all that good for him because he was already in that offside position. That what made him not to make it clear for that Salaam FC of Bor. You look at most of the clear chances that Salaam FC of Bor has got. They are all in offside position, and you compare to the one of Salaam FC of Wow, they are really doing great because they have not been quoted offside as many as it's like the one of Salaam FC of Bor. But when you look at the terms of display in their midfield, really Salaam FC of Bor is trying to do great from the part of the midfield and going also to the center half of that's when you look at the striking line, it's really doing great to me. I still feel like the teams has really a great opportunity because you look at the defensive line of Salaam FC of Wow, it is a kind of a defensive line that is too shaky. I don't know what's the problem today. Oh, they are playing out of pressure. You cannot know what is a problem. But really, both teams are really doing great to me whenever I saw. But when you look at more chances being created, is being created by that's Salaam FC of Bor more than that's Salaam FC of Wow.
Muntwakil is the man that sees the first card of the game. Of course, a reckless tackle he ran into. That is Majur Majok, the captain for Salaam Bor. You could think that was a schoolboy mistake, but of course that right there will not go unnoticed, as he's the first player to receive a yellow card. A rather relatively quiet environment that tells you the weight of this very particular game. A title decider. You can hear music from across the pitch from the Salaam Bor fans, but of course nothing to show for yet. They're not dancing, they're not singing along, they're not jubilating. They're hanging on and waiting to see if somebody can do the job Mabu has been doing to set the party on. But of course they will have to hang on. Majur back on his feet. Those who have to react, who's ready to set the game on. Here comes a delivery from Cholriak. Tries to do a flick. He has an opportunity. Robert Joseph comes out, grabs the ball, and yes, a foul. Assistant referee sort of involved and says that is an offside call. Cholriak, the man that made the delivery, was the man that went for the rebound. Quite ironic and how fast it could be. Here comes the delivery by Robert Joseph. Control Daniel Mading Maker. Finally dispossessed. Throw in for Salaam Wow. Jovan Edwards. His throw in goes all the way through. This could be dangerous for Salaam Wow. For Salaam Bor, they fight on. Ball. Yes. Since the referee says no, there's nothing to play for. You brought that back out of play. That's going to be a good kick for Salaam Bor. And Cole Michael already has another ball to himself. A very poor delivery right there. But of course, Daniel is quite tall enough to keep that out of play. Not very far. Yeah, it's a shot. Goes wide. 2 players down for Salaam. But of course, you'd expect Magwak Guy, the team doctor, to be on his best. He has been one of the most instrumental people in this particular tournament. He has been giving medication to teams on both sides, and is one that has been rewarded by the national team with an appearance at the AFCON qualifiers when he had to accompany the team as the physio of the team.
That's really a nice move from that is Salaam FC of Owawa. You look at it, the way out there have tried to go into the 18th box of that's Salaam FC of Bor. You really see that it was too clinical, and it was a very good move for them, and approach from some of the players that are already in that's the 18th box. But things did not went like what they expected. Seeing 2 players of Salaam FC of Bor going down and them being treated by a doctor. So it's really something that we are looking to. As we can see, they are already up on their feet, and then it's really a kind of good things that we are seeing from the team. Perhaps any team that will get that chance now and utilize it and put the ball at the back of the net, it's going to be a very hard and very tough for that is the other opponent later to at least get an equalizer, because you look at both teams, they were out there doing their things. You really find that these teams are really struggling other, and anything can be able to happen in this game itself. If either Salaam FC of Wow or Salaam FC of Bor get that chance, and then it's going to be so massive for them.
Well, here comes an opportunity for Salaam Bor. Can they keep it in play? Quite too far. Brokoza. He tried keeping it in play, but that was inches out of the area, and that is why there's going to be a goal kick for Salaam. Wow. Robert Joseph finds Jovan Edwards. Jovan with a long one out front, looking for Oliver. But of course, Majur Majok moving into the center of the pitch, trying to back up his midfielders, but he commits an offense. Free kick awarded to Salaam wow. Juan Manuel falling back right there. You would think he should be able to come out a little bit. Here comes the delivery. Cleared out of the danger area. Here comes now Salaam. How far can they go? A long one forward. A good controls. As the referee says, it's not offside. You would think that would be contested, but of course, Agüed is living to the expectation. You could think, position-wise and how he controls the ball. You could think, given opportunity, he can do what MB has been doing for the team.
Really make a kind of a bit of a mistake because going forward and coming back again, that's where the assistant referee has to quote him as in an offside position. It's just like what I said before, that when you look at the teams of Salaam FC, they have been quoted more offside and then one team in the name of Salaam FC. Wow, because they are not all that too clinical. When the game is started, you really feel like they are too clinical in front, but you look at Agüed, he's trying to come out of offside and going again into the offside position. That is a kind of a striker like him. He will have been someone who will have settled in one place, not moving like that one. Because when you look at the way our Mabior has been doing the move for that is Salaam FC, you really feel like, yeah, that's one of the best move that has been done by that is Mabior. But with Agüed, the way how he's doing, he's been quoted offside for several times. I think it is really not going to be a good one for that is Salaam FC ball. You can still see he's still in the offside position. So to me, I still feel like there are a lot of things that need to be done. All the technical team from outside need to be talked to him and know how he can improve.
Well, terrorizing the team. That is Salaam Wow on the right side of the pitch. Of course, he gets put down and wins a free kick for Salaam ball. You would think this could be the man quite close to what MB provides to the team. He's more of a midfield a player, though once in a while he gets deployed in the attacking areas. Quickly gets back to his pitch. One person, by the way, that has caught my attention is Michael Agok. Always tags in, just like Antonio Valencia. Very special breed of a player, of course, you could say. Of course, Daniel Guy keeping his close tabs on, that is Oliver Powell. Here comes Mabok Manyang. Mabok with a long delivery across the pitch. Can he keep that in play? Yes, he does. He has Majur Adim to beat. Salaam Wow, can he make the delivery into the area? Comes Osman Abdallah. Beautiful controlled by Oliver Powell. But of course, an infringement detected by the referee, and that right there is going to be a free kick for Salaam ball. Room for clearance, and Salaam ball players all getting out of the danger area. Great steal around that center area. He's waiting for that golden opportunity. Something that will take him a little bit of a while to get it all together. Meanwhile, you could think there's a bit of a change in the formation. Biar Tongbok is falling to the left side of the pitch. Here comes Biar. Can he keep that in play? Yes, he does. But he beat his own captain. Lucky enough for him. Here comes Majok. Dispossessed. That is Mading Maker. He has been a little bit wasteful in this very particular game. Here to gain his ground. But here comes Salaam ball. Can they get that ball? Yes, kept in play. Quite too pacey. Choriak wins the throw in for Salaam ball. Here comes Madik Makir. Beats one player. Dispossessed. A little bit of an issue to do with the throw. Well, taken quickly, and it's a very long one for Salaam. Wow. It's given them through a fair play. Here comes Mapok Manyang. Alpha Kanigo passes it around the midfield. Here comes Al Haji. His ball is deflected, couldn't meet his target. Here comes an opportunity to cross the ball into the area. Yes, and can he cross? Comes in the cross, cleared away from area and sent up front. He's put down. Cholriak is being a nuisance to this Salaam Wow side. And you could think if he continues doing that, he might get himself injured or he might win something. Wow. It's a 2-on-1 guy for Salaam Bor. He sends it through the midfield. Here comes Michael Agok. Michael Agok beats one and swaps the ball. It didn't get an opportunity, but of course quite too far from the target area. Robert Joseph grabs it for Salaam. Wow. Beautiful dink from Michael Agok. Here comes Oliver Powell. Oliver is dispossessed by Mading Maker. Here comes Majuradim. Looking for Choriak. His target is not achieved. Throw in for Salaam. Wow. Taken quickly. Kept out of play. Another throw in for Salaam. Wow. The Bor fans have the party started already. It is a difficult time at Buluk Technical Center. No goal to show for, but they know the importance of a point in this very particular game. Well, the question is, will the team keep them dancing, or will the team have them stop the dance? That right there will be answered by time. Cholria comes in, fights for the ball, but of course 2 men against 1. Of course loses possession. Counter attack for Salaam. Wow. And of course an offside call from the first assistant referee gives up Salaam Bor an opportunity to regroup right from the back. Delivery. Aguet couldn't get the ball. Cleared out of play. Mabok Manyang. Mabok is dispossessed, but of course he gets his hands involved in the game, and that right there is a free kick for Salaam Bor. Kwan Manyon is the man masterminding that. Water break from the referee, and of course when the game resumes, you will think Salaam Bor will have enough energy to finish the remaining 15 minutes of the game. Meanwhile, pitch side, it is a party time.
It's a brilliant performance being put it by both sides. More especially, you look at Walid Daya putting on jersey number 5 for Salaam FC of Wow, doing a great job for the team, and then Mabuk also putting on jersey number 15. He's one player who is doing a too great for the team, and don't forget their team captain Oliver also, who is trying to do great for that is team Salaam FC of Wow. These players has been too great, and also the other one is Aju Deng putting on jersey number 4. He has been too good. It's just like what Daniel Agai and that is Mading Maker and Michael Akur has been doing for that is Salaam FC of Bor. These players has been so impressive in this moment. When you really look at them, they are really doing something great. So let's wait and see what will be happening up because it is now for that they are now for water break or cooling break. It's really a great game to watch. With the remaining 15 minutes that is remaining into the end of the first half, is there any change that we are going to see, or is there anything that we are going to expect from this game result or not? It's something that we are looking forward for and see how both teams will be coming up to do something, because when you look at how both teams are creating chances, you really see that it is really good for them. But Salaam FC Bor has been more into chances, creating chances. Really, it is really something good.
Thanks to Mr. Ater, President of Rumbek Local Football Association.
Delivery made right there, but of course Robert Joseph comes in to save the day for Salaam. Wow.
To witness and promote football. Thank you so much for coming. We're getting back to the
There's
game.
a long delivery.
And I would like to announce to the Acholi traditional dancing group, please start preparing yourself, get ready.
Throw in for Salaam. Wow.
After the first half, we will have some entertainment.
Here comes the
So
delivery.
please start getting ready.
Throw in for Salaam. Wow. Majuradim disputes that, but of course that decision is made by the referee. Majuradim should be the most motivated player in that very particular Salaam Bor side. He has fans just on his pitch side. Not really. A very good contact made right there. He rolls down on the ground, and referee turns a blind eye to that. He says it's a throw in for Salaam. Wow. Meanwhile, Magwag guy, the team doctor, runs into the pitch.
شكرا كثيرا لشركة زين للاتصالات. نعم الراعي الرسمي لهذه النسخة العاشرة
نسبي
من بطولة
أجندة
الدوري العام. حتى الآن التعادل سلبي، سلام بور 0 سلام واو 0. زين للنسخة الثانية على التوالي ترى هذه الدورة هذا الأكد يدل على أن شركة زين هو الداعم الأول للرياضة على مستوى دولة جنوب السودان. شكرا شركة زين، عالم جميل لتغطية النسخة العاشرة أو لرعاية.
Well, here comes the throw in for Salaam. Wow.
الدور العام هنالك إستاف
Being taken by Al-Haji.
من شركة زين، شريحة زين ب 300 جنيه.
Al-Haji is a long throw in, brushed aside and finally cleared from the danger area, not very far from your course. Here comes the run. Solriak was waiting, but Diartong back did all he could and finally went out of play. Here comes a throw, of course, that is a Salaam wow through Osman Abdallah, shoots, taken. But Paul Michael, he is in no rush to get the game underway. Paul Michael for Salaam, ball. Here comes his delivery. It's a long one. Brush forward. What can I do? Can I send it to the right? Yes, he does so. Solriak delivers into the area. Oh, poor calculations right there. But of course, he should have done better. There comes, he wins the possession. Can he deliver into the area? Cross! Poorly handled. But of course, Salaam ball should have really counted on something. Here comes a long counter attack for Salaam. Wow. Paul Michael being sloppy. Almost an error right there, but of course, lucky he was. He had a few seconds to himself and he helped himself grab the ball up. You could think that right there made the dancing fans skip a heartbeat. They sort of stopped for a minute. But of course, here comes Salaam wow. It's a long one, trying to depend on counter-attacks right now. What can they do? Send back to the goalkeeper. Paul Michael grabs it. Great goal. Of course, attempt right there from Salaam. Wow. Here comes Biar. Beautifully done. 3 against 4. What can Salaam do here? Comes Majur Majok. Majur, of course, his elbow is quite high, and that right there led to a foul called on him. Foul for Salaam wow. Less than 10 minutes left to play in the first half, but do you think there will be other minutes, especially after the water break, plus the few minutes spent on treating players? Throw in for Salaam wow. Majur Majok keeping close eyes on Osman Abdallah. Here comes Al-Haji with a throw in for Salaam wow. Mutwakil rather. Majur. Here comes Ajodeng. It delivers it into the area. Contact was made in that area. Of course, screaming. But of course, that right there, there will be no penalty for it. But if we think it's a bad one, especially knowing they have limited names on the substitute bench. Mading Makher comes pitch side to assess the situation of his player. Well, of course, lucky enough for the Salaam ball side. He gets up, but of course walks out of play to receive further treatment. Osman, after changing his boots, looking forward to getting back into the pitch. Well, he gets back. That is Osman for you. Paul Michael, after being given the fair play, sends the ball forward, cleared. Here comes Wali Dehia. Wali Dehia is dispossessed. Mading Makher sends it to the right. Finds Kwan Manyuan. Kwan Manyuan. Biar flicks the ball through, but of course it's taken by Salaam wow. Here comes Mabok Manyang. Mabok sends a long one across the pitch. Kept in play. What can they do? Salaam wow. Another diagonal trying to find Mabok Manyang. Mabok procrastinates. Lets the ball bounce. And that right there has given Salaam more time, especially Majur Majok. to gain position back. Here comes Mading Maker. A long ones. Agued is too far to come for it. But of course, he's still tiptoes towards where the ball is. Anyways, goes out of play. Throw in for Salaam. Wow. Mutwakil sends it to Jovan. Jovan's with a long delivery trying to look for Osman. Osman is being kept at bay by Majur Majok. Here comes Osman. Sends it across the pitch. Walid here. Oliver Powell dispossessed. Here comes Mading Maker for Salaam Bor. Mading finds Michael Agok. Michael Agok looking for Choriak. Can he beat his man? Get into the area, crosses the ball. But of course, well timed by that is Jordan. Keeps Salaam Bor at bay. Here comes Salaam Bor. Cleared away from danger area. No time for nonsense. 3 against 2. Salaam Bor send it out of play. But of course kept in by Mabok Manyang. Mabok Manyang runs away from Mading Maker. Here comes a beautiful one into the area. Agok Michael. Cholriak sends a low one out front. Of course, Biartongbok is offside by a mile. Very quickly, here comes Mutwakil. Mutwakil looking for Osman. Osman again is a Majur Majok. Aeroplay. It's a throw in for Salaam. Wow.
Really, it is a really very good pressure being given by that is Team Salaam FC of bro. That is good. You look at how things are going on. You really feel like it is very interesting when you look at these games here today. It's really determining to be who is going to determine the winner of this game today, because it is all about a final. Any winner from this game, either Salaam FC of wow, that's going to be winning, and then it's going to be goes also back to the goals. How many goals did each team score is one thing that we're going to look into. But into the looks of things, Chol Arwek at the way how he's doing at running and triple, going in up to the 18th box, you really feel like there's a chance of Salaam FC Bor getting up maybe first goal in the first half of the game, because it's all about Mading Maker, who is doing a great job there in the midfield, distributing the wingers with that ball here and there. So he's one guy who has been looking forward to make sure that his team win. I think with the missing of Mabior is one thing that is affecting the team today. But don't forget also one player in the name of that is Mabuka, who is putting in jersey number 15 for Salaam FC. Wow, is really trying to do a very good run in that the midfield. So it's really kind of a good game for that Salaam FC of Bor. The way out there trying to possess. Oliver Paul, who is the team captain for Salaam FC of wow, is trying to make sure that he created at least a chance, but things are not going on like the way how he expected it. Maybe we hope for the best in that the second half for him.
Well, yeah. For Salaam, wow, to be taken by Mutwakil. Mutwakil with the long one. You would wonder who is looking for. A flicks from Oliver Powell. Here comes the man, but of course wins a throw for that is Salaam. Wow. Majur Majok procrastinated for a minute. Here comes Mutwakil. Mutwakil is taking too much time with the ball. Majur Majok puts it on his chest. Mading Maker beats one man and passes the ball through the midfield. Mading Maker slides the ball. There's an opportunity for Salaam Bor to go ahead. Aguet, Rooney. Aguet is being held. Aguet trying to break forward, but of course it's a very poorly handled ball right there. Goes all the way out for a throw in for Salaam. Wow. You would think Aguet is already tired. Looks sloppy already.
Indeed, the pressure is going on and on, but you really see the first half performance at the disco. It really went back to that Salaam FC of Bora. That's what I can just say. You know, everyone has been putting his money on that is a Salaam FC of wow, but Salaam FC of wow, they're not all too clinical in these games. When you look into it, I really feel like the first half position should be given to Salaam FC of that is Bora. They are really doing a great. However, whatever match they're trying to create chances and things are not going like the way how they expected, but they are really doing a great. I expect them to do a lot and a lot and a lot, and I still feel like they can be able to put one at the back of the net of that is a Salaam FC of a wow, because when you look into the looks of things, it's really not going like what everyone expected from Salaam FC. Wow, they are really not doing all that great in this first half this time around. A captain in the name of Oliver Paul putting one player down of a Salaam FC ball. It is really something not all that good. Maybe he might he might have been a given card from that is the central referee, but I still feel like the decision that has been taken, there's nothing that is going to be awarded to him. When things looked like only just like maybe only 3 minutes or 2 minutes to the end of the first half is really going to be really a big one. A first half ending in a goalless, and then the fight will be going to determine on what will be happening in the second half between the two teams, Salaam FC Bor and Salaam FC Wow. As the ball is just a free kick for their side, I really feel like if the coach managed to do a lot of things, and then a lot of changes will be happening. 2 minutes only of a hard time, and then you really feel like there are a lot of things that is going to happen when it comes to that is the second half of the game. That's what I can just say about this game. One player also going down. It's really not going to be an easy one for that is a team. Bor has, you look at most of their players, Salaam FC Bor, most of their players have gone down on knee, so we don't know what's going to happen in the second half.
Salaam Bor, 45 minutes away from being crowned champions of the 10th edition of the South Sudan National League. Of course, if the ends goalless like the way it is right now, they eventually will be crowned champions. But of course, they have work to do. Here, they fight for the ball around the center half. Finally cleared away from the danger area. Kwai Manyon is put down. Here comes Salaam Wow. Can they break the deadlock in the final minutes of the first half? Goes all the way through. Put down, and Salaam Bor win themselves a free kick. If well handled, you could think they'll go into the halftime break on leveled matters, but that goes down to the technicality and execution of the game plan. You would think there's a lot to do yet. For a tense game like this, you could think a minute is too much. A long delivery cleared away from reaching the target, sent forward, but of course Salaam through Majuradim. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that comes the final whistle for the final 45 minutes. We are
ده برضه من التحديات الواجهة الدوري في موسم 2022-2023. من هذه التحديات برضه بناشد حكومات بتاع 10 ولايات بإضافة ل3 إداريات إنه يقيفوا مع أندية الممثلة على المستوى القومي أو في المنافسات القومية. برضو بناشد الشركات العمل في مجال، بناشد كل الشركات الاتصالات إنه يعزوا حظه بتاع شركة زين لاتصال. شركة زين بسجلوا صوت الشكر في رعاية بتاع الدور العام للمرة الثانية على المستوى بتاع جنوب السودان، فلكم الشكر وامتنان. برضو بذكر صوت الشكر لزملائي في مجلس الإدارة الاتحاد لوقوفه معي أو مع لجنة المنظم طيل الفترة بتاعت الدوري حتى وصلنا للمرحلة النهائية، وعلى راسهم الجنرال أغسطينو مدور. لولا وجوده، لولا علاقاته وإقناع بتاعته للشركة زين ما كان دعم الدور العام النسخة الثاني العاشر موسم 2022-2023. فنيابة عن اللجنة المنظم أقول لكم صوت الشكر إنه ربنا يوفقك في المرحلة الجاية. برضو في آخر حاجة بكرر نيابة عن اللجنة المنظم بشكر شركة الإنزين لاتصالات للرعاية بتاعته النسخة أو المرحلة الأخير للنسخة العاشر لدور العام لموسم 2022-2023. نتمنى من شركة زين إنه الاتحاد العام القيادة بتاع الجنرال أغسطينو مدور عندنا خطة وبرنامج جاهز لقيام دور الممتاز بريمير ليج لساوث السودان، إن شاء الله حيقوم في موسم الجاي. نتمنى إنه شركة زين يقوم برعاية الدور الممتاز لجنوب السودان لتسجيله عشان يسجل التاريخ في رعاية بتاع الرياضة في جنوب السودان. وشكرا جزيلا.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Oyo Lampo, Chairman of the National Competition Committee, for the award. And I would like to invite the representative of Zain Company, James Paul, and also is the commercial manager or director. We'd like to invite him to give a speech or a word on behalf of the Zain Company. And of course, Zain Company is sponsoring this competition, so we'd like to also listen from them. They're going to continue sponsoring more tournaments to come. You're welcome, Mr. James Paul. نرحب بممثل شركة زين جنوب السودان في كلمة، والزين هي الراعي الرسمي لهذه البطولة العاشرة للدوري العام لكرة القدم.
السيد رئيس الاتحاد العام لكرة القدم جنوب السودان، السيد نائب الرئيس الاتحاد العام لكرة القدم جنوب السودان، المدير العام لوزارة الشباب والرياضة، وكل البروتوكول في محله. السادة الحضور والسيدات، السلام عليكم. أنا هنا بممثل السيد رئيس شركة زيت جنوب السودان باشمهندس خالد عبد المنعم، وهو بيسلم عليكم وبيعتذر لأنه هو عنده ارتباط وكان المفروض يكون موجود في المسألة. حقيقة نحن ناس بتاع بيزنس ما بنعرف كلام بتاع سياسة، فإذا اتكلمت ما خطيت البروتوكول في محله فاعذروني على الحتة دي، لأنه نحن نعرف الأرقام والبيزنس بس. شركة زين غنية عن التعريف بالنسبة لجنوب السودان. هي الشركة الأولى في جنوب السودان والرائدة في المجال بتاع الاتصالات، وهي من الشركات الأوسع انتشارا في جنوب السودان. والتاريخ بيشهد الليلة أو امبارح تم افتتاح بتاعت شبكة زي في قديان في جنبلي، يعني إضافة للشبكات الموجودة في الرورال ارياز. فنحن بنسعى بقدر ما يمكن انه نساعد الكوميونتي والمجتمعات بتاعتنا المحليه حيث نوصل لهم الخدمات ونساعدهم في البرامج الموجوده. ونحن في نفس الوقت كشركه يعني بتاعت اتصالات بيعمل في مجالات الاتصالات، داير احاول واطمن انه جماهيرنا في الولايات المختلفه انه نحن الموجوده في جوبا بنحاول نوصله للولايات. وبرضه داير ازف لتهنئه لولايه غرب بارغزال لانه وصلت لهم 4G وهم بيتمتعوا بالجيل الرابع هسه. ونفس الحكايه لناس كواجوك ولناس اوي وناس يونيتي ستيت. فما بننسى بنحاول بقدر المستطاع انه نصل لخدماتنا لكل الناس في الولايات المختلفه. في مجال الرياضه او في المجالات الاجتماعيه الكثيره زي بتحاول انه تدعم الكوميونتي بشتى المجالات، وخصوصا يعني الحاجات اللي بتدعم السلام، لانه نحن فعلا محتاجين لما يكون في سلام واستقرار. الشركات دي بتحاول بتسعى وتقدم الخدمات للمجتمعات المحليه. فبالنسبه للكوميونيتيز بنحاول نطمنهم انه زي بتجيب مع الناس، تجيب في المناشط الرياضيه في الحاجات الكوميونتي اكتيفيتيز اللي هو السوشيال الكوربريت سوشيال ريسبونسبيلتي. فدي نحن بنشجع الناس انه بس تقدم البرامج. واستاذ هو قال الكلام ده انه زين هي كان الرايه بالنسبه للنسخه السابقه، النسخه التاسعه والعاشره ده، ودعمناهم في النسخه دي ب 10 مليون نسبه للضيق بتاع الوقت بالنسبه للضيق بتاع البرنامج البروبوزل اللي قدم لنا. وحقيقه هو عشان بالحته ده رئيس الاتحاد العام هو يعني صديق شخصي للشركه، فعشان كده نحن بنجيب معاه وبنجيب مع الرياضه في جنوب السودان. وما اطيل عليكم، بقول لكم شكرا جزيلا للفرصه ده، وحوز اوفر للفريقين سلام بور وسلام واو، وكلنا بنجيب مع الفريق الفائز لانه الفريق الفائز حيمثل جنوب السودان. وشكرا.
شكرا جزيلا جيمس بول ممثل شركة زين جنوب السودان. نتمنى للزين دائما الخير، وايضا بالشراكة مع اتحاد جنوب السودان لدعم كل البطولات، وهنالك بطولات قادمة العام المقبل ان شاء الله. انا متوقع الدوري الممتاز او ساوث سودان بريمير ليج العام المقبل واحد من البطولات المنافسات الكبيرة على مستوى اتحاد جنوب السودان لكرة القدم. So we hope to see Zin around all the time, sponsoring, supporting and promoting football all together with South Sudan Football Association. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the game. The result remains as it is, 0-0 between Salaam FC Bor, all the way from Jungle State and also Salaam FC, Wow from Western Bahr el Ghazal State. And this is the last and the final game of the last round of this competition. And these three teams, all of them, they came and qualified. Salaam FC
up one also.
qualified from group C.
Yes, welcome to
Also,
the last 45 minutes of the game.
Marik Ventiu qualified from Group B. So these are three teams which
Salaam Derby
stage of the 2022 South Sudan
being the final game of
and 2023.
the 10th edition of the South Sudan National League.
So all the best once again and good luck to the two teams.
This right here could be a milestone to win for Salaam. Wow. They are in a rush. They want everything to be taken so fast. Here comes a long throw in from cleared away. They will have work to do falling back real quick. But lucky enough, they get the ball back through Wally Dehia. Dehia dinks the ball but goes all the way through to Paul Michael. Paul Michael with a long delivery. Looking for Choria, who brushes the ball nicely. Here's an opportunity, but of course, referee calls foul on Biar. You think he had almost gotten away with that, but of course, referee was quite sharp, and that right there would be taken by Salaam. Wow, free kick it is.
All right. When talk about best games in the world, or when talk about best, of course, leagues, probably you will never leave about the National South Sudan League. Remember, it's more of the finishing part already, and trust me, a lot of things happening in Buluk this for evening. Remember, it is still 0-0, but in a good game from end of the side. Salaam Football Club of Abur trying their best, and of course Salaam Football Club of Wow as well knows that a win in this first stage will make them champions. And meanwhile, Salaam FC of Abur only need a point, just a point, only a point. So it end like that, yes, they'll be champions. And it's all about this first game. Yes, a very good display from Maker Mading. He really knows what to do in that midfield of Salaam Football Club of Abur. Meanwhile, good runs are from Mr. Osman. Of course, the captain of Salaam Football Club. That is of Wow as well, doing a good job. And yes, not seeing MP in this every game, you think yes, something missed out, or a flavor has been taken out in this very game without MP or Mabior. But yes, Santiago's of this world all trying their best, including Mr. Pierre. All these guys trying their best to make sure that they can smile at the end of the day. But yes, Majur that left, of course, a fullback for Salaam FC of Abur. It has been so much exceptional, I know, in this program. But of course, all in all, is about this game. Meanwhile, Abraham Gogo had around 6 assists to his name. What a player he is. And all of those assists were given to Mr. That is MB to score. But of course, good football from both sides. Are seeing Mr. Walid, a midfield holder for Salaam Football Club of Wow, really doing their best, including just number 15 for Salaam FC. Wow, all in the mix, but then still 0-0.
Long clearance right there from an offside call from the assistant referee on Santiago. Eventually, Salaam Wow eventually gaining ground, and of course getting to pass the ball around. You would think this is one thing that has been missing in the game. The confidence to pass the ball around and break into the opposition yard is one thing that has been missing, but of course Salaam are trying to build on that. There comes a long delivery into the area, sent away, but still not very far from the danger area. Can you cross? A low ball, nearly put it near post, but lucky he was, went inches out wide. A corner kick for Salaam Wow. Here comes Mabok Manyang. Delivery! Taken by Paul Michael. He saves the day yet again. Paul Michael. Should he continue with that? You would think. Here comes an opportunity now for Salaam to break into the 18 box. Comes a long one. Choudhury against it. Can he shoot? Beats one man. Beats through.
The head.
Shot! Punched away by Robert Joseph. Clearance eventually comes in for Salaam. Wow. Survival mode activated. Here comes Salaam. Wow. Trying to fight for their lives. Beats one. They have the ball on the center half. Here comes Salaam. Wow. It's an opportunity to break the deadlock. And offside call from the assistant referee Alajabu Dahia. Being on top of his game. Putting the whole job on his shoulders and trying to execute it. Delivered for Salaam. Wow. Ball rather goes out for a Salaam. Wow. Throw in. You think he has gone quite too far. That is Oliver Benadato. Has to step back a little bit. Oliver's delivery. Cleared away. Salaam Bor have two men up front. Of course, I want Santiago being involved eventually. It's a bullfight between that is Osman Abdallah. But of course, he is outsmarted by Majok. Here comes Santiago. Finds Mading Maker on the center. Sends it to the left flank. Majur sends the ball into the area. But lucky enough, Wally Dekia was waiting. Drops the ball for Salaam. Wow. Trying to break out. But of course, he is quickly rounded off by Salaam Bor. 5 men in the center. And Salaam Bor is living the dream. They're breaking forward systematically, especially from the left flank. They have Evan Jovans on that side to beat. But of course, that job is yet to be executed properly. Eventually, a foul is called on Salaam Bor. Free kick for Salaam. Wow. You would think they would fancy a long delivery into the penalty area. They have done it before. And they could possibly go for the same thing again. Of course, Mr. Manyon, the head coach for Salaam Bor, still on the shoulders of his longest serving player. That is Choudhury aka Juluk. He knows how much his importance is. It's an opportunity for Salaam. Can he shoot? Taken by Paul Michael. Very sloppy shot right there, but of course he had enough space. Should have taken a shot. But of course, Salaam Bor will comfortably take their time with that. Salam, wow, preparing double substitution. You could think frustrations are kicking in already. Here comes Salaam Bor. Majur Majok beats one man. Still going on. Very strong. Double foot. But lucky he's not caught. That right there is going to be a throw in for Salaam Bor. To be taken, of course, by the man himself. That is Majur Majok. He's stepping up for Guy Ball, the captain, who is here comes Juan Santiago. Can he cross the ball? Crosses, but quite too far from the target area. Beautifully brought down. But of course, that is Alajabu was quite too close.
Is yes something that he really did a marvelous job. That is Mr. Robert Joseph for Salaam Football Club of wow. Otherwise, something could have been so much different. And yes, seeing Mr. That is yes Agum warming up is a very big change for Salaam Football Club of wow. What can he bring? Can he go and break, of course, the heads of Mr. Majur? Remember, Majur is a flourishing, and of course, all Salaam Football Club of wow is doing is to press Football Club, Salaam Football Club of Bur in terms of getting the ball, how to create the spaces, how to deal with the threats, how to really control the pressure is what Salaam Football Club of wow is doing so much in this very game. While in the midfield, doing it with Mr. Mabok, it's all set, but it's still 0-0. Seeing that's Ala Jabu in the mix, and the two substitutes already coming for Salaam Football Club of wow. It is a milestone.
Well, Salaam Wow preparing for double substitution. Joanna And Morwell again, you would think one of the people to be affected would be, that is Oliver, the captain, as they are trying to reinforce their attack. They know it's do or die. You need to get maximum points. Yeah, like I expected, Oliver Powell is the first person making way, and of course replacing him will be Oliver Morwell again. Johanna as well will be replacing one of the key players in this side, Walid Dehia. Technically, you would think Osman Abdullah had done his part. Walid Dehia quite instrumental, but of course he gets withdrawn from this game.
Right, seeing that is Walid coming out, it is actually a very big sacrifice in this game. And of course, to see Mr. Walid coming out, trust me, it is part of the game. Maybe it is a more of tactical changes for Salaam Football Club of wow. But then let's hope that yes, Johanna will definitely create a big piece in the midfield of Salaam Football Club of wow in this very game. And seeing Mr. Aguma, of course, is still resting. You think yes, the coach could have noted something a little bit technically in this very game, and they'll get a fast involvement for just number 11 in this very game. Ala Jabu dropping deep in the midfield. Mr. Mabuk as well in the midfield. Another gate. It's about this very game.
Well, Johanna trying to create space, open pockets, and pass the ball into those tiny spaces. But of course, he is well read right there. Lucky enough, possession is regained immediately for Salaam. Can he shoot? Punch away by Kwal Michael. He's a man on a mission. Kwal Michael right there for you. Executes his job to perfection and keeps his side in the race for the gong. As things stand, Salaam Bor are on 7 points. Marik Bentiu are on 6 points. And Salaam Wow are on 4 points. But of course, that will change with a single goal in this very particular encounter. Salaam Bor have a play to be attended to by the medical team. Meanwhile, Salaam Wow are preparing to take their corner with Edward Jovans coming out to sip water and walking back into the pitch. Right back right there for you. Of course, you think he will not be going into the area for the corner because of his pace in tracking players. I mean, we'll have to wait on around the center half where Juan Santiago has been planted. Here comes a delivery, cleared away by Cholriak. Salaam Wow still have possession. Delivery sent back into the area, but of course it's a very poor one. You could think that is out of desperation. I think that was quite too desperate. Referee called out by the match coordinator, Mr. Lugala. You would think there's a friction outside the pitch between Salaam Bor and Salaam Wow. This friction right there could lead to the interference, and you could think if it is not stopped, the game would be halted. Not a very good sign right there. interference. Here comes Salaam Bor. It's a Juluk. Juluk sends it forward to find Santiago, but of course it's deflected out of play. Throw in, it will be for Salaam Bor. Majuradim quickly steps up. He'll be taking that, takes a long one. Of course, Santiago does not brush the ball as he intended to, and that right there will be a goal kick for Salaam. Wow. You think the interference is one that is going to keep the game sloped a little bit? There was momentum that is being interfered with. Do you think both teams are going to pick up one from where they stopped?
Definitely talk about interference. I can tell you that it's more of the teams having extra time in what they call resting, and of course they have really rested so well. That is of course these are very teams. Navigator still in this game, still Zozo, but trust me, the teams have got extra time in terms of resting as long as interference is concerned. Yes, seeing Mr. Jovan down seems to be not a very good news of Salaam Football Club of Wow. He's one of the players that you can rely on, so much reliable, so much flexible, and he is of course back on his feet and he's ready to gear up yet again. And of course it is a free kick for Salaam Football Club of that is Wow.
Delivers a big one into the area. Is that a penalty? Well, lucky enough for Salaam Bor, it's outside the area. That's going to be a free kick. Well, there's a player down that needs to be checked on. But you think a Joe left flank, Call Michael talking to his team. Majur Majok laying below his wall. Johanna steps up. Of course, Mabok Manyang as well right there. Who takes it? Johanna! Ladies and gentlemen, there goes the deadlock. It's broken. Johanna delivers. The substitute makes no mistake. Sends it to the right corner where Kwal Michael couldn't get his hands on to. 1-0 for Salaam. Wow.
Salaam FC. Wow.
Beautifully executed.
In favor of Salaam FC.
What a free kick from that's Johanna. Johanna really that's why I was saying it was more of a tactical change from the head coach of Salaam Football Club of Wow. And of course it was nicely placed, so much cool. And of course first of all a confusion from Mr. of course Mabuk trying to of course confuse the rest of Salaam Football Club Bur. That's the players, but then trust me, so much excellent from Johanna. And of course it is 1-0 for Team Salaam Football Club of Wow.
Well, you could think right now this goal right there could change everything. Both Salaam teams are now tied on goals and points. They are both on 6 points and a goal apiece, and that tells you it could be very hard to tell which team will be crowned champions. There comes Robert Joseph. He's already freely moving. The party has ended in the Salaam Bor camp, and he's going the other way around. The Salaam Wow fans are starting their very own party. There are very few, but of course they say for you to turn up, you don't need a crowd, you need yourself and positive moods. Majur Majok fighting for the team Salaam Bor. Finally get the job done. Here comes Mading Maker. A long one up front. Flashes the ball. Of course, Robert Joseph comes. Oh my goodness, that right there was sloppy, but lucky enough, there was no follow-up. There's an opportunity for Salaam Bor to get a goal. What an opportunity! Sends it inches wide. Perfect chance to have matters leveled, but fails to execute it. This is where the success of Mabura missed so very much.
Really, what a blunder from the defensive duties of Salaam Football Club of that is wow. And you would think that yes, they are more of a sleeping than the defense of Salaam Football Club of wow. And of course, a very poorly passed from the right back there. And of course, Santiago almost gave Salaam Football Club of Abur a big statement, but of course, what a miss from, of course, that's Mr. Pierre, has it went so much wide, but it is still Salaam Football Club, of course, wow, yes, wow, yes, still leading this very, very, and still pressing. Something might happen anytime, any soon, in just some minutes to come, if not an offside for Salaam Football Club of that is Bur.
Well, there's already smoke coming behind the fans of Salaam. Wow. Like I said, party is about to start. Throw in for Salaam. Wow. They have Benedetto Oliva for the official, calming down the players. Oliva Benedetto is asked to fall back when the first throw-in was taken because nobody touched the ball as it went out begging. Oliver's throw. A brush forward by Johanna, the man that made a difference here. Here comes Osman Abdallah. Osman shoots. Goes out wide. A goal kick to Salaam Bor. Still work to do for both sides. Delivery is sent back immediately. Salaam, wow, need to just set the record straight. Otherwise, things are looking pretty smooth for them right now. Poorly controlled in the area. Kwanyin Manyon. Here comes the delivery into the area. But of course, Mabok Manyang sends it away. There's an opportunity for Salaam Wow to get the job done. Can they finish it? Can Salaam Wow finish the job? Can he shoot? Goes out wide, but that was beautifully done. He beat two players. But this shot was a very poor one right there. Mabok Manyang falling deep into the midfield where Wally Dahia was playing. Here comes Salaam Bor. Choriak is being one marked. They're calling for a hand ball, but referee waves it off. Here comes Salaam Wow. Trying to get the job done. Beats one, beats two, passes the ball into the tiny space. But of course, is kept at bay. If Salaam Wow keeps up this intensity, you could think they can get another one. You would think they can get another goal from here. Here comes Majur Adim. Mading Maker. Shot! Goes out wide. Goal kick to Salaam Bor.
Right, seeing Mr. Ala Jabo in the midfield for Salaam Football Club of that is wow is really a big thing happening in this very of course game. Meanwhile, Mr. Jovan seems to be very fit. There's Edwards there, and after nursing some injury, receiving treatment outside, and he is ready to go, trying to clear the balls away from the forbidden area of Salaam Football Club of that is wow. Meanwhile, introduction of Johanna is really paying off in this very game, and don't forget Mr. Osman have got what it takes, running freely in that area of striking department for Salaam Football Club of that is case wow. Meanwhile, Salaam FC of Abur are trying to probably get some goals, but trust me, they are running out of ideas somehow because yes, you think yes, the services of Mr. MP is really missing for them a lot in this very game. But yes, maybe they can try that's a plan B, because if plan A can fail, what about plan B? What about if plan B fails? What about plan C? Try up to plan D and try to get something or make the fans so much proud in this very game. But of course, still some minutes to go. I still believe that yes, any team can still have what it takes in terms of winning this national cake.
Well, Johanna being a nuisance to Salaam Bor players at the back. Same thing Cholria was doing in the first half for Salaam Wow. Now tables have turned so very fast. Here comes Majur Majok. His soft ball into the area is a poor one. And of course taken quickly by Morwell. Well protected. Goes out for a throw in for Salaam Bor. Here comes a long throw. Sent back into Salaam Bor's half. But of course it's out of bound. Throw in to be taken again. Cholriak sends into the midfield. But of course it's deflected out of play. Another throw in for Salaam Bor. Majur Majok still takes it. Sent. This time around it's kept in play. Here comes Salaam. Wow. Johanna. A lot of space. But of course this through ball to Osman goes all the way through to find Kwal Michael. Sends it to Cholriak. It's deflected out of play. Goes out for a Salaam Bor's throw in. Garang Mam coming in for Salaam. That is a Bor. Looks like Biar will be the man affected by this substitution. He goes down and wins a free kick for Salaam Bor. Rolls around. Let's hope Tango is not hurt in the process. Yellow card flies. And of course, you could think as soon as Salaam Bor levels matters, you could think the party could resume.
Yes, definitely. Salaam Football Club of Bor try to maybe level. Yes, probably the party might be resumed there. But yes, it is still look a little bit of yes, a big one. The Salaam Football Club of that's a Bor might equalize or might level matters in this first game. Remember, it is still something that anyone can still smile at the end of the day, as long as yes, this first game is concerned. A free kick for Salaam Football Club of Bor, and it is in a very tight angle. And trust me, anything called a curve in that very free kick can cause a team called Salaam Football Club of wow. But the question is, can it happen? Can that happen really? That remains a very vital question. But trust me, substitution on the way for Salaam Football Club of that is Bor.
Madik Makir is the player to be affected by this substitution.
Substitute coming in.
Garang Mam. Because he says you have to first start this free kick before. Here comes a long delivery. What a goal! Ladies and gentlemen, what a day we are having at Buluk Technical Center. Beautifully carved into the left corner. We are back at 1-1. And Salaam Bor are back in the lead. When you look at the table right from the top.
Please, announcement to the fans.
What a goal! What a day! What a result it is for both teams.
First of all, the position of the free kick, it was really in a very positive position that you trust me, anything that can do with a curve will really work it work it out. And trust me, it has already worked for Salaam Football Club of that is Bor. And of course, Salaam Football Club of Bor is in a very good position, just like there were no goals, just like no goals scored. They are, of course, back to their moods. They are back in what they want. That Salaam Football Club of Bor doing what they really want. Yes, 1-1. What a game it is here at Buluk this very evening. 1-1 is the scoreline right now. And of course, Maker is the man being sacrificed for that case.
Garang Mam is the man coming on for Mading Maker. Picks up the board, the Hablot. And of course, hugs Manyok, the coach for Salaam from Bor. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game we are having at Buluk Technical Center. We are at 1-1. And finally, well, here comes Salaam. Wow, they're trying to make amends as soon as possible. Just like I predicted, the party is back in the Salaam Bor camp. They are dancing like nobody's business. How long will the party last? That was the question I asked before, and that is the same question I will ask again. Biar trying to get back into the pitch. Here comes the throw for Salaam. Wow. Beautifully controlled. They deliver into the area. Brushed forward. What can they do? Controls it. Cleared away from the danger area. Salaam, wow, are fighting tooth and nail to get the game in that advantage again. But of course, Salaam Bor know what it means to fight back. They have a throw into their name. And of course, Majid Majok, the captain and the man of the day, will be taking that. It's a very long one. Trying to find Santiago. Santiago. Oh, is outsmarted by one. That is Evans Jovanto. But of course, Evans' ball goes out of play. Throw in for that is Salaam Bor. The party seems to be getting more fun, and it seems like more players and more fans are joining. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing you have never seen before at Buluk, 10 additional minutes to be played.
Additional time.
Free kick to Salaam Bor. Things are getting nasty for Salaam. Wow. The countdown is on. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Jilu comes for water. Salaam, wow, should be on a very high alert, especially after seeing that curve for the equalizer.
And of course, a free kick at a very tight angle again for Salaam Football Club of Dar Zapur. And seeing Mr. Daniel being introduced is a big one. And trust me, you think that somehow it is a little bit late for Salaam Football Club of wow, but anything can still happen in game for football. Remember, 10 added minutes in this free game, and as I talk right now, maybe 9 minutes left. And a free kick for Salaam Football Club of Abur, who can convert it, who can turn it into goal, remains a very big question in this very piece of course, a game.
Well, here comes the free kick for Salaam Bor. One man steps on it. Salaam! Inches wide! Salaam, wow, survived that scare. And yet they make their substitution. Osman Abdallah will be making way for Daniel Goom. He has barely 8 minutes to play for. He is one of the most pacey players. You could think it's quite too late to introduce him.
Quite too late, probably one of course, a very unique tactics that you might somehow fail to understand. But trust me, Daniel is a very, of course, an instrumental player, and him being introduced at this very minutes seems to be a little bit late. But all in all, it is about a part of the game, and of course, in Buluka, this very evening. And Salaam Football Club is in a very, of course, a pole position. Remember, they will represent South Sudan in what we call African Champions League. In case they will, of course, define the meaning of these 7 minutes left.
Clearance, but of course, here comes now Kwan Manyon. Salaam Bor. Find Juluk on the left flank. Juluk is taking his time. He knows what it means to. Yes, comes an opportunity. Salaam Bor beats one player, but Jovens, that is wins a possession for Salaam. Wow, sends it out front. How far can they go? Another missile sent back into the Salaam. Wow, half. Robert Joseph comes out and grabs the ball. Robert's long delivery. Who is a brush forward. Salaam Bor are trying to do as much as they can to keep the ball out of the area. Here comes a cross! Taken by Kwal Michael. Beautifully and well calculated. And scores, sends the fans into a round of applause. Kwal Michael. Here comes his long delivery. Headed, but of course goes out. Throw in for Salaam Bor.
Once again, very important announcement to everyone. You need to listen to this very carefully, and you need to take an action, please.
Majur Majok to take the throw in.
Allowed to enter to the pitch, to the fans of the two teams.
Here comes the long throw in. One Santiago being held down. Clearance for Salaam. Wow. Can he keep that in play? Johanna beautifully does that. Here comes an opportunity. How far can they go? Johanna has a man on the left flank. Can he keep the ball? Daniel Guy, he's brought down. But of course, Salaam Bor have possession. They'll take that time. How far can they go? Juluk running through players. Finally gets dispossessed. Evans clears for Salaam. Wow. Clearance for Salaam Bor rather. And of course, it's still a bullfight in the midfield. Majur Majok walking out of his designated area to come and defend. Santiago is quite sloppy. You think from the previous edition of the South Sudan Cup, he has added weight and he has become quite slow. But of course, technically, you could think he's still a fine player. Well, collision. And referee interferes. Substitution for Salaam. Wow. Of course, coming out is Oliver Benadato. And coming in is Tariq. Tariq set to replace Oliver Benadato.
Jersey number 27, Tariq Abubakar Musa.
Here comes an opportunity for Salaam. Wow.
Joining Salaam.
It's a free kick. Not very far from the center half. But of course, Salaam Bor trying as much as they can to keep the referee distracted. They want to waste as much time as they can. Here comes the delivery for Salaam. Wow, it's a very poor one. Very, very poor one. Especially here comes an opportunity. Referee gets involved and says it's an offside. Salaam Bor fans are not happy. Well, you could think that right there is debatable. But of course, the call is made. Jen, a FIFA accredited referee, you could think.
What a decision from that is Miss Amina, that is Jane, and of course more of a delaying tactics in the last minutes of the game. That's from Salaam Football Club of Abur, and they know very well what Amina wasting of that bit is concerned. They are really trying their best at Salaam Football Club of that is Abur. But yes, that's a free kick, a very big free kick for Salaam Football Club. Of course, that's Chol picking man of the match performance for this very game. It's something that he can remember in his whole career of football. Yes, anything can still happen in game of football. Remember, anything can happen, and can Salaam Football Club of Wow try? That's a long balls. Maybe they can pull something. Maybe, yes, that is a maybe.
Don't enter to the playground.
Salaam Bor trying to make a tactical substitution. You could think that is basically and entirely meant to waste time. Salam Bor fighting for that dear life. They win a goal kick, and you could think substitution could come in now.
This announcement going to the general public, especially to the fans. ما في زول يجري يخش الملعب بعد نهاية المباراة.
What a disappointing campaign it would be for Salam. Wow, if it ends like this. Ladies and gentlemen, there comes the final whistle. We have the champions for the 10th edition of the South Sudan Cup.
And with that, ladies
and the peacemakers from Bor, you can call them the White Doves. They are the champions. They will be carrying the South Sudanese flag to the CAF Champions League. They win the competition on 7 points and 2 goals after beating Maruk Bantiu 3-1, beating Salam Wow by 2-1, losing to Maruk Bantiu 3-2, and drawing the final game of the competition against Salam Wow by 1-all. Ladies and gentlemen, you're champions.
Right, champions already, and of course Salaam Football Club of Abur, champions of this very big, that's a national cake, and they have got a big reason to smile. And the question is, can they represent South Sudan very well in what we call African level? Remember, African Champions League is on the way, but all in all, big one to them. Remember, a lot of things are coming up, including analysis coming up. They want to really do move away.
I will not, by the way, I will not, I don't know how to say it, by the way, but I'm feeling so happy for winning this tournament, by the way.
Once again, congratulations for winning and wishing you all the best.
Thank you, by the way.
Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, wishing, I think. To all the viewers and people who are watching, that is SS TV, SSFA TV online, as you're watching us live now on the YouTube. We are still here broadcasting to you live here in Buluka Technical Center. That's why we are broadcasting all this game to you live. For the 10th edition, that is Team El Salaam all the way from Bor for the first time in the history. A team qualifying from the region of that is from Upper Nile region, so far as they have managed to qualify this season to make it to the 10th edition of South Sudan National League for the season of 2022 to 2023, as we are still broadcasting it to you live from Buluka Technical Center with some of our teams and colleagues, as we are still doing much of this coming to you live in Buluka Technical Center. That's why we are broadcasting this game to you live from Buluka Technical Center. The sponsors of this league so far this season, that is Zaina South Sudan, is still here doing a lot of this ongoing the league, as we are still here. I'm Denilson Deneki, the host, as we are taking much of this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm joined here by the coach of that is the coach of El Salaam FC of Bor, who are joined by this.
شكرا جزيلا. Quickly, please.
of the whole of we have such kind of victory really, so we dedicate them to the all fans that have supported us across the country. And well, it means a lot to us because this is what we have been looking for the last 2 seasons. Now we came past in the first season, and then we did not perform well. Then in the second season now, so we made it, and that's how it is. That's my pleasure and my happiness.
Congratulations, coach, for making it. Wishing you all the best in the upcoming future. Thanks a lot. Okay. We are still here joined by that is our coach Farah, the head coach of that is our team Salaam FC of Marhaba coach Farah harlaka chef now tabak dergedim lena tihiya take ukilma take le musajihina le feriga Salaam harlak.
اوكي انا بقول هرلق لجمهور سلام واو سواء كان في واو او في جوبا. انا بقول هرلق كوره خالد مخلوب. فحقيقة ماتش كان جميل، لكن أنا طبعا خسرت ماتش لأن عندي لاعيبة موقوفين وأنا عندي لاعيبة إصابات كثيرة، فده أدى لكرة أساسا بوغا درون. وأنا بقول ألف مبروك لسلام بور.
رسالتك شنو لجمهور مسجين سلام واو؟
والله كرة خالد ومقلوب، وواجهنا صعوبات في جوبا كثير، عندنا أمراض وعندنا لاعيبة موقوفين أساسيين، دفاع طاقم دفاعي كامل موجود بسبب تاكروت، وانا عندي مصابين عيانين يعني. فده هو ادى لسبب بتاع تعادل بتاع مباراه بتاع الليله، واول مره سلام يلعب كوره جميل وكوره خالد مقلوب يعني.
Okay, shukran jazilan coach Farah. Sanegedim lena tiya. We are still alive in
the presidents of local football association who are present today, and greet all of you in the name of South Sudan Football Association. It has been a very wonderful movement, and all of us, we are very happy to come and attend these final matches. Without you, we cannot enjoy the match. Well, I would like to say today is a great day for Salaam Board, and congratulations to Salaam Board for winning this trophy of this edition. Is a great thing. It indicates that the whole the Ball Local Football Association are doing wonderful. The clubs in Bor are doing well. Last time we have been seeing clubs coming and they have raised their level of competition. So it's a great thing. Congratulations to Local Football Association of Bor and all the clubs of Bor, as well the great day for Salaam Bor. Again, I would like also to register and congratulate Salaam Wow, because getting to this stage is not easy. You are a champion of Zone 1. It means you have played a very serious game to reach to this level. And of course, Maria, who is not playing, is the second to Salaam Bor. I would like also to congratulate Maria Bantu, because it is first time, you know, for them to participate in this league, and it means the football is growing. And this last time it was Alan from Rumbek, and then Salaam for South Sudan Cup, and this is what we mean. What I would like to say, football is about discipline, and all the clubs, our clubs, let me warn them from here. When you have a fun who are not disciplined, it means the laws are applied to funds. Don't say if I'm in the pitch, the laws are not applied to you. What we have seen today is not a good thing for our phenomena. Between the fund from Salaam and Salaam Wow and Salaam Board is not a good indication. We are here, all the clubs are our clubs. There's no clubs better than other. Who will play and have an opportunity to win? That's the club we have. It doesn't mean those who have lose are not our clubs. They will go and prepare again and come back. So let me give you a message. You cannot do two things. You want to enjoy football and you want to fight. Then what is the meaning of it? We are always saying football to unite people. And if you united people, it means let us respect. The players were playing very well. I want to congratulate the two technical teams, and Salaam Bor and Salaam Wow, for that discipline. You have made us to enjoy the football. Fouls were just a normal foul for playing, and all of you have managed to absorb the problem that we are having with fun. And that's why you went to fun and you calm them down. So it's a good thing, we like that, because if you were to be part of the problems, you could have not played today. Of course, we have difficulties because we have open pitches, and this is one of our problems that we need to solve. Then we need to have closed pitches so that players don't get into pitch. But of course, it doesn't mean that we don't apply our laws. We'll see what is better. We are going to investigate what has happened. And of course, we'll come with the necessary measures against who we found to have created the problems and who are they. And those who have created the problems between the two funds, then the club is responsible for his own funds. This is what I want to say for that regards. Otherwise, this year, all these clubs, they have been facing a lot of challenges, and Director General, our clubs are facing a lot of problems when they come from their zones to come and play here, or to come and play in a designated place for competition. They are facing a lot of problems. There's no support. And to support them, it doesn't take a lot. You know, just give them, if you give them 1,000, 2,000, can let them travel to come here to come and play or travel to where is the natives. But if the government come out and then tell business who are under them, who the government regulate, I think the business people can help us if there is a policy. Otherwise, we cannot develop football without resources. Football is developed by resources, and it is a very expensive exercise. It's not an easy. So I would like to congratulate all the presidents of the clubs in South Sudan for their endeavor to keep and maintain clubs playing. Again, we say football unite people. And that's why we are here. We are entertained. And this is what we want from football. Now Salaam Ball is going to compete in championship. You may be, if you are going to compete in championship, it is such a competition that we see then is very difficult. So I'm urging the whole local football association and the Salaam Board to make endeavors to register. Because you may also go to play with Araja FC, or you play with Al-Hali. You play with those of Hilal and Al-Mariah. Those who buy players with millions of dollars. It's not easy. Zalan was even more competitive last time, but it was very difficult for them to play with youngsters. And this indicate doesn't mean that we don't have football. We have a problem of fitness. Last time Zalan played very well. Half time, second time, the capacity reduced. So I'm asking all good wishes to support board, Salaam Board, of course, South Sudan Football Association. That is his club. It doesn't say that I'm not part of this club, but we want this team to be prepared better. Prepare the team better so that we have the results. When we have the results at that level, the staff for sponsoring this. You know, we see just like what James mentioned before is about just my relation with Zayn. But of course, if it was not football, I cannot go and ask Zayn, give me 10 million for free. So still you are supporting your own communities, you are supporting football. I know your difficulties, but what you have made this occasion now a success. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for coming, and I hope we'll have more time. I want just to highlight something very small for knowledge. Last time our under 17 qualified to African Cup of Nations. They went there and they were disqualified. Some are wondering what happened. They say it is corruption, it is what. Let me take this opportunity to explain to you what happened. Under 17, they always gone to what is called MRI test. So the selection is done by coach through MRI test. The result of MRI test is assessment whether you are young or you are older than 17. If you are younger, 13, you will be disqualified. If you are MRI test. And the coach and the technical team, after getting the result, this is where the team was selected. Those who were found their assessment is more above 17, they were taken out. So there's nothing that we could have done because we have MR tests here. Last time we did, and we went to Ethiopia, and we were all good. We did MR the same, and the doctor gave us all the analysis. The doctor is, the center is based in UK. They gave us the analysis, and the results were good. Those were, we removed them. When they reached to CAF, and the medical group of CAF make assessment, they got five players. We contest. That let us do it in independent MRI test. Of course, they say in the regulation when we did, we will read it again and it's fine. It's our organization, there's nothing that we can do unless we accept the result from CAF. We came here, we did our own investigation, but of course, even though you do investigation, and the result of CAF will not be with you to compare. Our hospital here is saying they want those results and we take them to independent hospital to check. But of course, it's not difficult unless you want to go for court arbitration of the sports, of which this our organization, we should not have that level of contesting what they say to be the right thing. And therefore, we accept it doesn't mean that there's something wrong that was done. And if there is something wrong, it's between assessment of machines. When I ask, they say, you know, the bones of others develop faster than their age. And if it is so, then you can accept. Me now, if you get another who is in my age, it may be younger, or it may be older. So this happened in some aspects. This is what I want to let you know. Otherwise, your boys tried 2 teams under 20, went to play with the African Cup of Nations, and they went to quarter-final, and we are trusting that under 17 could have done better than what under 20 does. We have still a national team that will be gathering these days. Is going to play Gambia in Egypt because our stadium has not been approved, but we are still working for our stadium to be approved so that we play. Again, after playing with Gambia on 14, probably we are going also to play a friendly match with Egypt. So we want to test ourselves. We are not fearing anybody, we respect them, but we don't fear. We can play even with Brazil or any team. So don't worry, we want to get ourselves and build confidence in our national team so that they can play with any team. And today is also, I was there to attend also this the touring of the FIBA World Cup that our boys, the Basketball Federation and our national team of basket made us proud. And it is something that is all of us. It's about South Sudan. It's not about basket. It's not about football. It's not about athletes. When we achieve something, it is all of us. So that one is a great achievement for all of us. And we rally behind our basketball national team so that they get to a better position. And this is representing South Sudan, national anthem of South Sudan. And this is where we get ourselves as a young country to go and play in FIBA World Cup. It's not easy. The zone here, the East Africa, I think they have not smelled one day. I'm not sure of data, but they have not smelled one day the World Cup of FIBA. And probably I may also be wrong if we participated in the World Cup for football also. It's something maybe DRC, but it's not within our region. This is a very encouraging sign, and then we as football, we need also to build the same momentum. We need to play and try to organize ourselves to go further. I believe we have talent. We are lacking resources. This speech could be Galma Frude Pool Medam, the Salaam Tabor, or the Salaam Tawau. Now they are all national teams that go there, Medam without. All national teams. Ata Gubenan, Belom Shajaida, or Maful Medam, Yefudot Fanda Mabalak Nasani, then Mabalak. So they cannot meet even before. I is all about Jot of Manu, Mabasel, all the time. But this is ours. So we are lacking infrastructure, we are lacking resources, and these are two main problems that we have. Otherwise, if we solve this, we'll fly. We get in it to anywhere because South Sudanese are determined, are resilient, and they can fight for their country in a better manner. So I thank all of you. Otherwise, there are 2 teams and 3 teams that are here to receive their medals, and I wish all the best to all of you, and go back home safely. And we wish to organize. We are coming again, so any team that miss out, you should reorganize and come back to fight, because football is not finishing. It's cycling is coming and going and coming and going until you leave the football. Otherwise, thank you very much to all the fun here and everybody who supported the committee of organization. Thank you very much for making this organization a success. Well, I would like to invite the Director General of Ministry of Youth and Sports, so that he can come and give us a word of our government, the words of the Minister, the words of Under Secretary, and his own words as the Director General of the Sports. So you're most welcome.
Thank you, Mr. President. General Agustino, President of South Sudan Football Association, game representative, members of the board, directors of South Sudan Football Association, all the fans, the 2 teams. I would like to bring the greetings of Honorable Dr. Bino Boldiu, the Minister of Youth and Sports, and the Under Secretary, Mr. Peter Baptist. Our Minister is busy with the cup of the World Cup basketball, so he couldn't make it, so I came on behalf of them. First of all, I would like to thank the association for inviting us, and then the organizing committee for this good arrangement and good organization of this competition. Definitely, as President said, the ministry is supposed to be responsible for all this, but he knows what the ministry is having. So it is our obligation to help all the national associations, not football alone. But we are not helping them, we are tight, but we are fighting. I want also to thank the association. Now we are having collaboration with the association, the ministry, and the Ministry of Education. We want to develop football and sports in schools, because this is the young talents. We discover these talents earlier, will make good teams in future. The good example is our under-17. They qualified for the first time to the finals of African competitions. So I think if they were not disqualified, I think they would have done better. And next time they will be our 20 national team. So I felt sorry for them, but let us not discourage them. Let us continue to support them so that they can go ahead and be our national, senior national football team of South Sudan. I know the association is having difficulties, but although these difficulties are there, but they are still representing, and they are sending teams to represent us, raising our flag up. But we as a government, we are not supporting them much. But let us hope that we in the ministry, we need to come with a policy all of us, let us sit together and see how we can develop sports in this country. Because football association or the ministry or the schools, they cannot do it alone unless we sit together and we see how we can develop this. Now I have seen many clubs, especially in Juba here, there are so many clubs, 65 or 75. How can they run football with such number? So we need to get a policy so that we can reduce these clubs. Like in Wow, maybe we'll have 3 teams, or in Juba we'll have Salaam Wow, Mugulo Mobruk, Salaam Wow, Mugulo Mobruk, Salaam Wow, Malish, and I need to get to Betehet. Separata umkan tawil min Wow le Juba, lagi Malish. Maraja inshallah, keju murtahin, keju talam murtahin. وتشيلوا الكاس ان شاء الله وحركت عليكم ومبروك يا اتحاد واستمروا في هذا العمل وان شاء الله نتعاون سوا ونرفع رايه الجنوب فوق. شكرا لكم.
شكرا لسيدي دول سيدنا مدير
The best player of this edition is Yen Gatbel.
مريخ مريخ بانتيو نادي تم صعب يزدوين من مريخ بانتيو عبد الله في بطولة الدولة النسخة رقم 10. ألف مبروك للاعب مريخ بانتيو اللاعب رقم 11 يزدوين. نتمنى لك مستقبل مشرق مع عالم كرة القدم والجيل المدور.
Congratulations to the player Yen Gatbel, Marine FC Bentiu. So very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, in this edition of South Sudan National Football League, South Sudan Media and Public Relationship Department introduced something very amazing and wonderful by broadcasting the games live, and also we would like to, the office of the media would like to appreciate all the journalists, all the media houses that have been working very closely with SSFA and have been covering these games. So we'd like to invite the chairman of the Media and Public Relationship Committee and the spokesperson of the South Sudan Football Association, Mr. Albino Kwed, will give one sample of the certificate. There are so many journalists that have been working in Western Bargazal and here in Juba, but we are going to give only one sample and he will read the content of the certificate. Then the media houses will get their certificate at the SSFA headquarters.
Thank you so much. You will receive your certificate in the office for the interest of the time. For your outstanding coverage of South Sudan National League 2022-2023, your dedicated reporting, commentary, photography, and standard writing have worthily helped in promoting football in South Sudan and raised the profile of our national league both locally and internationally. Your professionalism, integrity, and objectivity reporting have been very valuable to football community in South Sudan, and the SSFA therefore present this certificate in recognition to your contribution in football development. Congratulations to all our journalists. You will receive your certificate in the headquarters.
شكرا جزيلا سيد البينو كويك، هو رئيس لجنة الإعلام والعلاقات العامة باتحاد جنوب السودان. الشهادات الإعلاميين بتلقوا في المقر بتاع الاتحاد العام. Now I would like to invite the third place team to receive their award, the medals. And of course, the third team in this edition is Salaam FC Wow. Salaam FC Wow will receive a bronze medal.
إذن الميداليات البرونزية لصاحب المركز الثالث فريق السلام واو، والميداليات البرونزية أخضر سلام واو، القادم أجمل القادم أحلى. هكذا هي كرة القدم، يوم ليك ويوم عليك. المركز الثالث والميداليات البرونزية.
Salaam FC Wow, all the way from Western Bahr al-Ghazali State Capital Wow, competed in Group A based in Wow, and of course they faced Zalan FC of Rumbek all the way from Lake State, and of course the game ended draw, and then they faced Higher Touch of Awil from Northern Bahr al-Ghazali State, and of course managed to win that game 7-2, automatically qualify them to this round here. So Salaam FC, wow, hard luck, you have done all what you have. Thank you so much, all the best, and then see you in the next edition. if you manage to come. مركز الثالث فريق سلام واو من ولاية غرب بحر الغزال.
Generation is diminishing for no reason. Population is increasing for no reason. Generation is diminishing. Oh, la 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 la. Population is increasing every day. It's no reason for me to feel like a stranger in my own country. There is no reason for me to run away and live my own.
Yes, and we are going very fast.
For me to fight my own brother.
Congratulations for Salaam FC for being Congratulations for Salaam FC for, of course, making into this edition. We are moving on, and I would like to introduce the second place team, or the runners-up at this edition, Al Marik FC of Bentiu. Quickly, please, we are behind the time and it's getting dark, so please we need to come faster. Marik FC, Bentiu.
إسلام صاحب المركز الثاني فريق مريخ بانتيو والميداليات الفضية. شكرا فريق السلام واو على هذا الممر الشرفي. هذا يدل الأمانة الروح الرياضية. شكرا فريق السلام واو على هذا الممر الشرفي. شكرا كثيرا لفريق السلام واو. مريخ بانتيو والميداليات الفضية صاحب المركز الثاني بطولة الدولة النسخة العاشرة. شكرا لشركة زين للاتصالات الراعي الرسمي والذهبي لهذه النسخة العاشرة لبطولة الدوري العام بطولة جنوب السودان.
Not too wide, right? Good?
Al Marik FC Bentiu receiving silver medals. The runners-up of this edition of South Sudan National Football League. Congratulations to the Bentiu Local Football Association and Al Marik FC. Yes, we go back and we work harder. We promote and develop football. Next year is not far. We become more stronger. So that's the message while you're going back to your states, to your places. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the time to announce the winners and the champion. The 2022-2023 South Sudan National Football League, the 10th edition. The winner of this edition is Salaam FC, born all the way from Jungle State.
إذن سجل يا تاريخ بطل النسخة العاشرة بطولة الدوري العام لجنوب السودان فريق السلام بور الشامبيون بطل النسخة العاشرة لبطولة الدوري العام لجنوب السودان. ألف مبروك لسلام بور. نتمنى التمثيل شريف وريق يمثل جنوب السودان في دوري أبطال أفريقيا النسخة المقبلة. ألف مبروك سلام بور، هارتلاك مدير بانتيو، هارتلاك سلام واو، القادم أجمل والقادم أحلى. إذن الميداليات الذهبية لبطل النسخة رقم 10 لبطولة الدور العام سلام بور. ألف مبروك لاتحاد بور وألف مبروك لسلام بور لهذا الإنجاز التاريخي.
Let me zoom in again.
Congratulations to Salaam FC, born from Jungle Estate, the champions and the winners of this edition. And of course, to remind you all that the cash award, the financial award for the champion or the winner is $20,000 US. جائزة الفريق الأول أو الفريق الفائز الجائزة المالية المقدمة من الاتحاد العام لكرة القدم لجنوب السودان هي عبارة عن $20,000. هي الجائزة المالية للبطل والفريق الفائز بالبطولة. إذن فريق السلام سيمثل جنوب السودان في بطولة أبطال إفريقيا African Champions League. And from today onward, we will be all behind Salaam FC. South Sudan Football Association is carrying all the dreams of South Sudan.
وألف مبروك للجنة المنظمة لجنة المسابقات بالاتحاد العام لإنجاح هذه النسخة العاشرة لبطولة الدور العام برعاية أيوة اللام. أيضا وجدوا لكم خالص الشكر والتقدير للجنة المسابقات بالاتحاد العام وألف مبروك لأعضاء ومجلس إدارة الاتحاد العام لإنجاح هذه النسخة العاشرة لبطولة الدور العام لدولة جنوب السودان. ألف مبروك للاتحاد العام بقيادة الجنرال أغوستينو مدويد فريق. جائزة البطل $20,000 هو جائزة فريق الجائزة المالية للسلام بور بطل النسخة العاشرة.
Finally, we are almost coming to the last part of our program at the National League 2022-2023. Nothing much to be mentioned, only a lot of appreciation. Number one, a lot of thanks going to the organizing committee of the National League under the leadership, of course, of the chairman of the National Competitions Committee, Mr. Oywalam, and a big thanks going to the entire SSFA under the leadership of General Agustino Major Parek and all the staff of the South Sudan Football Association for the great job done. We'd like to invite the team captain to receive the trophy. Please go and receive the trophy. You have forgotten the trophy before the photos. Go and receive the beautiful trophy. Announcement to all the journalists that have been covering the event. You are required to come on Saturday, this Saturday at 10 a.m. at the SSFA headquarters to come and receive your certificate and also to receive the words of thanks and appreciation for the great job that you guys have been doing. So don't forget, this Saturday, you are invited to SSFA. 10 a.m. That is the time for the journalists to come to receive your certificates and also to listen some words of appreciation and thanks for their job. So once again, we'd like to say a lot of thanks to the Zain Company South Sudan. Thanks to Mr. James Ball and his team and the entire Zain Company for always being around, for always supporting the SSFA in one way and another. Don't forget also, we're reminding Zain Company, yes, the Premier League is almost on the corner, so be alert. And of course, we would like to see you around also sponsoring and supporting the South Sudan Premier League that is coming soon. Of course, Zain is always around. Zain is always being supportful for the South Sudan Football Association. So a lot of thanks going to everybody contributed. Thanks to all committees that have been working. Thanks to the security. Thanks to everyone contributed to the success of this tournament. We are, of course, the SSFA is very appreciative for you all for making the tournament and the league ending very successfully. Time for party. DJ, time for party and celebration.